Welcome to the 5 Letters Podcast, featuring myself, Yelz,
alongside Cam.
And yo, it's me, Bez.
You want to know what money sounds like? Here comes the money sound. Sounds like money.
In this game, 30 guy, I only deal with a certified. Tell a MC, word to the wise, I don't wanna have to do 35. Man better know it's murking time. Make man lean like dirty Sprite. Bullet might rip off your shirt and tie. Make man fly like bird in sky. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. When I lift off, everything done. Pagan you cause your pagan mum. Trap your dad with a pagan bum. Stop right living like you're saying, son. You're not wicked, you're just dumb. Them man attack.
Did my man just say that his pagan mum trapped his dad with her pagan bum? That's a wild lyric.
I think that's what she said. That's what they say. Yeah.
Just let me.
Man better know it's murking time. Make man lean like dirty Sprite. Bullet might rip off your shirt and tie. Make man fly like bird in sky. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. When I lift off, everything done. Pagan you cause your pagan mum. Trap your dad with a pagan bum. Stop right living.
Yeah. That's an hang tight Bossman, Birdie. That's an outrageous lyric, my guy. But yeah, that one, Rhythm and Gash, Bossman, Birdie, Scrufizzer, Footsie, and D-double-E. Ooh, I'm glad you even know, man. Damn.
What you know about D-double-E? What do you know about D-double-E?
I'm pleasantly surprised. But yeah, Rhythm and Gash, that's obviously like a drill remix of that. Classical beat. But yeah, no, you're in tunes to the sounds of the 5 Letters Podcast. This is episode 31. You got myself, Yelz. You got Bez to the left of me. What's up?
What up?
And you got Cam sat across from me as usual. Well, Grant.
How's it going, lads?
Yeah, so talk to me. Actually, do you know what? Before you talk to me, yeah. Since we're on music, did either of you know I had a Spotify page?
I did not.
How would we know if you didn't know?
I mean, I knew you had a Spotify. I just didn't know you had a Spotify page.
I have a Spotify artist page.
Yeah, I didn't know you had an artist
I've
page.
had it for months, like since March of this year, and I found out last week.
How do you get a Spotify artist page without knowing?
So I did a release, like a single release with a label called what are they called? They're called Reloaded something or other. Sorry, I'm probably forgetting. Hang tight Rain, Hang tight Storm, GG, Hang tight the whole gang, Reloaded gang. So they released a song of mine, and I thought, because I do everything I do it Bandcamp exclusive because that's just my method. So I thought that they were pretty much the same kind of mold, whereas Bandcamp exclusive, that's the only place you can get it. That's the only place you can listen to it.
Yeah.
But then after like the whole Spotify wrap up thing happened. They did that. They basically were like, oh, like our label released like these songs this year, go check them out, and they posted like a Spotify link to my release, and I was like, okay. So I went on it and I was like, oh raw, like 4 monthly listeners, yeah, jeez. I've not even promoted this. I didn't even know it existed, but it's there. Let me play the one tune that's there real quick as well, just because like let me give myself a play in that, you know what I'm saying, like. But yeah, so this is Yelz B2W Riddim on Spotify. You can find it. It's on Apple Music as well, which also I didn't know.
All over the gaff, yeah.
All over the gaff, all over the place. I'm definitely going to do more, but yeah, this is a little grimy, like.
Go on, Cam, drop the vocals. Drop some bars.
Vocals? What do I look like?
Drop some bars.
Yelz is the vocal guy.
I'm the vocal guy. I made the rhythm.
You do it all. You play the rhythm, you make the rhythm, you spit over the rhythm. It's all you.
Nah, it's like, yeah, check it. My name is Cam. You don't want to mess with me, fam. Or you get hit in the head with a blam.
See, I could.
You know who I am.
I couldn't do that for myself.
You're gonna do that for yourself?
Nah, bro.
Nah, simple stuff. But yeah, that's Yelz B2W Riddim on Spotify, Apple Music. It's on SoundCloud. It's on Bandcamp. It's everywhere, man. Go check that out, man. I've got mad music everywhere. Also as well. So yeah, hit me up. But anyway, Mandem, how you lot doing, man? How's the 2 weeks been? Obviously, last episode we had man like T Williams down here. So big him up for coming across to the studio and sitting down with us for a couple of hours. That was a good episode, man. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, man, it was fun.
Bare jokes, bare laughs. So yeah, no, definitely. If you haven't checked that one out yet, go check out that episode, then come back to this episode. Because yeah, that one was full of jokes. Obviously, our first guest that we've had on the podcast. Yeah, it was a good time. It was a good time. But yeah, how's your 2 weeks been, man? How you lot doing?
How's 2 weeks been? 2 weeks been alright. I feel like I've been going for runs again, like in the
cold.
In the cold, yeah.
Yeesh.
It's nice. It's refreshing, you know. You kind of. I feel like it's good. It's like the nice cold makes you not get as tired, not get as hot and
sweaty.
Yeah, so it's quite nice. Other than that, went out last weekend. So I had my Christmas party with work on Thursday, where we went to Rotunda for dinner. It's a bit of a fancy spot. Like wasn't my cup of tea for food wise.
Yeah,
not a big.
I think I've heard of that. What cuisine is it?
I think it's like French or something.
Yeah,
but
I think I've heard of it. Quite fancy kind of
yeah,
French.
but this is like Christmas meals. So they had like turkey with
Christmas
trimmings
meals.
and that.
I hate Christmas meals.
Trust me. That's what I was like, because I don't like turkey. It's just dead. And then the other one was like sea bass and something. I don't really eat fish, so I had to go for the vegan.
You're no base.
Go for the vegan option.
Man went for the vegan option. When Bez is eating vegan, you know it's diet time.
Trust me.
Nah, but what was that? What was it?
It was a cauliflower steak, which was strange.
That's tough. I as a vegetarian, I wouldn't have enjoyed that. Too tough.
What does that even look like?
I had a what did I have the other day? I had a Cerelac steak.
Cerelac, yeah.
Which wasn't great. And I think I've had a cauliflower steak as well. So what they do is they literally, the worst part is they throw away most of the cauliflower to make this, right? Mm-hmm. They literally so they cut kind of straight down the middle kind of thing. Well, not straight down the middle, but they take the middle piece of the cauliflower, the biggest piece.
Yeah.
And then they kind of make that like a steak. Like, so they take a chunk, like probably like an inch thick or something.
No, this was literally like they've cut the cauliflower in half, chucked it on a grill or something, and given it to me.
No, but I'm saying, was it hot? Was it like
it wasn't round? It was
round.
It was a half a cauliflower basically.
Sheesh.
So that's why I was like, how do I even eat this? Because it's literally half a cauliflower head.
But yeah, and then they
kind of. What else was with it?
So no, they well, I'm saying like I was there, but the way when I've had it, they marinated it, but it's a cauliflower, and they marinated it, and then they grilled it off. Or seared it in a pan or whatever. Yeah. And
then it came with like some rocket leaves and some I don't know, I think they were like sweet potato chunks or something. They were the best bit.
Yeah. They were the best bit. I can't lie to you, as a vegetarian, I always say, like, whenever my friends are doing like vegan January or whatever, like, I'm always like to them, like, don't do the whole fake meat thing. Like, you're not gonna enjoy it. Like, either you'll be like, it's alright, but this would be better if it was actual meat, or it's going to be actually terrible. Yeah. You don't need to eat original like vegetarian foods. Like, there are cuisines out there that just have, like, the dish is meant to be vegetarian. The dish is made with vegetables. Yeah. And it smacks. Yeah. Like this cauliflower steak stuff. Naga make it, rude boy. Like,
that just sounds like a lot of cauliflower, bro.
It was a lot. It was way too much cauliflower.
Like a whole half of cauliflower. That's
like,
too much.
if I was gonna make a cauliflower thing, all right, it's not vegan, but might do a little cool cauliflower cheese or something, bro. That will slap. But that's a side dish. Yeah,
that's a vegetarian menu as well, not vegan.
Yeah, that's what I said. It's not vegan, but no, but like, I mean, you could use vegan cheese.
That's substitutes. That's same as using vegan meat, then, isn't it?
No, it's not quite. It's not quite the same. Like, for me, vegan cheese is not quite the same, because vegan cheese, as far as the cheeses I've had, are just nowhere near actual cheese. Really, they have cheese-like qualities, but they're not like properly actually.
Well, like the way they taste, you mean, or
the way they taste, the way they act, like, it's all kind of different.
It's like hard. I feel like it's very different texture in that. But I feel like the taste, you can get some where they're quite close to normal cheese.
Yeah, but basically, I would never make a main dish, even whether I'm trying to be vegan or nothing. I'm never gonna make cauliflower the main part of the dish. That doesn't make
that's a side part.
That's a side part. That's why I said the cauliflower cheese could go, even if you wanted to be healthy and just steam it off. That's fine. Like, but never here. here's a cut of cauliflower, like dig in. No.
Yeah,
no.
Cauliflower as well. It's like one of the worst.
Exactly. So
Yeah.
I was like, I don't really want any of them, but I have to pick one. So let me just go for the one that I have no idea about.
Yeah.
It could
I hear
surprise
it.
me, sort of.
Yeah.
Do you not like fish that you just don't like fish that much?
Not really, no. Like
Wow.
I started eating cod maybe this year or last year. Like
So wait. So all your life you weren't having fish and chips, fish fingers, none of that, no?
fish fingers, but they're very little bits of fish. So I could hack them. But
Alright.
What's
like
your
fish and
issue
chips,
with fish? The taste or the texture?
both. I can't stand it. It's
Have
like-
you ever had like tuna?
Yeah, tuna. I eat.
Okay.
Fussy
makes
eater,
sense.
my guy.
I'm a fussy eater.
Fussy
I'm a bit
eater.
of a fussy
I'm
eater.
only like he's been my mate for years and years and years, but I'm only just realizing now how much of a fussy he is. But what else? So you went there?
Yeah. Then after that, we went to this place called Piano Works in Barrington, which is quite cool. It was a nightclub sort of area. Instead of having like DJ and that for most of the night, they had a live band.
Ooh.
I heard live band.
Cause I'm just a teenage
That actually played.
dirtbag.
They actually sang that.
played
They actually
it. That's
sung that.
jokes.
Oh my god, I love it.
But literally, it's cool because like I heard live bands, and that's what I was expecting for the whole night, that kind of
Yeah.
music. But it's so you give requests, and then they will sing whatever you request. So you can give a tip, so that it'll kind of get pushed up the request list.
Okay.
So like one of the guys on my team, he requested Kanye West Gold Digger, so they sang that. And they actually did very well with it all. So I was very surprised. I was very impressed with the people because like they did Man's Not Hot. I was
The
like,
thing goes.
yeah, they did all of that.
Oh, man.
I was like, right, okay. They
Did
did.
you request wants and needs?
I didn't request anything.
I'm not a good, but
I should have. they sung like Burner Boy and all sorts, like yeah. They all of that and location. All that. I was like, raw, they're going
Send me
in.
the location.
So I was surprised. I was like,
That actually sounds like a vibe. I would enjoy that.
yeah, we should check it out once. I was giving them a little clap, and then about 12 o'clock, they switched over to DJ. So
I don't know. It was like
it was. I'm just a teenager. I think like the Mariah Carey Christmas and all that. Yeah,
for Christmas.
all of that. Yeah. Go on, hit the high note. Hit the high note.
You put me off. I'm about to do it. Yeah. There we go. Baby. No, I'm joking.
Lovely.
Right.
And then next day went to Fabric with you, man. And that was
We finally got the three of us out.
we
to
got
go
the
to
main
Fabric.
man, the big dog.
So we're gonna save the Fabric part for him. He's
Yeah.
gonna break down Fabric for
the
us.
big dog
So
Cam
let's-
came out.
Skip over that. What else?
That's
Anything
pretty much
else?
my week, man. That's pretty much my 2 weeks.
All right, I'll go next then. And then Cam can give us the Fabric deep dive. So what did I do for 2 weeks? I mean, I did a fair bit actually. Obviously, kind of similar to you. We had my work Christmas party on the Friday, so this was before we went to Fabric.
Yeah.
And that was good. We went to Flight Club, which is the darts place in Bloomsbury, I think it's called.
I've heard so much about this place, but I ain't been yet.
Flight Club.
Yeah.
It's a darts place. You go, you throw darts.
Okay.
Did you?
Yeah. So we had to do like teams. So we did teams of 6. All right. So I say it's a darts place. You go and throw darts, but it's like a darts place in the sense that how like a bowling place is a bowling place, but there's like you got
Other things around.
Pool tables and stuff.
Not even that. Not that there's other
Arcadey.
things. Not even that. It's kind of arcadey, but the darts are arcadey. So like there's different.
Oh, it's
Oh,
like
the
so you know how
high-tech
like
darts with like points,
Yeah,
like different point
yeah,
systems and
yeah,
that.
yes.
the
And
glowing board and the
yeah, and you know how like bowling has like the big screen that like
Yeah.
does
Yeah,
animations
yeah.
if you miss or you do this, that the
Yeah.
other thing, or if you get 3 points, it'll be like, oh, that's
okay.
terrible.
So it's not just like pub darts.
So yeah, it's not just like a darts bit on the wall. There's more to it than that. And
More
it like
exciting.
and it videos you as well. So if you hit like a bullseye, and like say you hit the bullseye, and you go, oh my god, like
So
it
like
was.
slow motion.
It will do it will replay it and it will show you your reaction and like everyone else's reaction and stuff as well.
Had you played darts before then?
I've thrown darts around. I've never played darts per se. I've been where there's been darts boards and just like, let me have a chuck. And, like, I've never actually tried to actually play a competitive game of darts before. That was the first time. Didn't necessarily go great, but we move. But that was a good night. Nah, obviously it was open bar. Obviously work covered the tab, everything. Like, we had a DJ as well. DJ played. He played Candy. So all the black people were like, dun, doing the electric side and all that. Obviously played Macarena as well. I was not involved.
Wow, get involved.
I don't know that dance like that.
That one's just literally just as easy.
Macarena. But I don't know it.
You must know it.
But from using your eyes, you can learn it.
Macarena. No, I don't know. It. Played that. He played a couple bashment, which I was not expecting.
Wine and Koch?
No. Well, to be fair, it wasn't wine and Koch, but he played that Conscience, broke off your back. Broke off the back. I was like, yo.
trying to get messy up in here.
It got messy. Like, people were waved off. But it was a good night. Obviously, just dancing, whatever. I left around 11:15 to come meet you, man, so we could go Fabric. Other than that, you skipped over it, Bez. We went to lunch as well.
Of course, yeah. Forgot about
that. We took our good friend, our old school friend. Shout him out. Hang tight, Mr. Elliot. Hang tight him, man. A friend of the podcast.
Yeah,
Let's
man.
call him.
Big fan.
We took him out to lunch with his fiance and their newborn son. And it was beautiful, man. It was a beautiful evening.
Fiance and
afternoon.
newborn child.
Sorry?
Fiance and newborn son, man. It's crazy.
It's mad. Yeah.
Crazy to think about.
You're like, oh, man.
Don't. We had T telling us we were young.
I know.
2 weeks ago, so
have you walk out of here like
I mean,
this a man or?
Do you not know any person who's married yet? Like,
not close. I do know some people who are married, yeah, but not like in my close friendship group.
Yeah. Okay.
So, it was nice. It was nice.
It was really lovely. Like, it felt like a proper mature afternoon.
adult thing.
Was there more people than just you lot?
It was
one other
guy. So us two, one other guy, and then Elliot, his son, and his fiance. But yeah, it was beautiful, man. It was beautiful. Took pictures. We all held the baby. Like, oh, it's so cute. Nah, do you know what? He came styling and profiling like Ric Flair. Man came to stunt on us he was wearing the coldest onesie.
It was sick. Like, we were all jealous of it. Like, if it was like 30 sizes bigger, I'd be taking that onesie.
It looked warm and it looked drippy. Like, I'm like, what more could you want? Like, jeez. But yeah, we did that as well. But anyway, Fabric was Fabric. Cam's gonna give us the deep dive on that.
Fabric.
Cam, your 2 weeks, man. Talk to us.
So as usual, as per, I did nothing.
Except
obviously we went to Fabric, it was pretty good. But I know you're gonna try and use this as a example of me having a good time. It's not the norm.
He didn't have a good time.
It's not likely. It's not likely to. It's not likely to happen like that again, bro.
I just kept looking over at him, and man was just so happy.
Of course. The only reason I came is because I knew 100% there's no way I don't have a good time, because every single man on the line, I was like, I can get behind that.
What did you know about the Hyperdub room?
The Hyperdub room, nothing.
But you had a good time in that room too.
I did. I was surprised that I was like.
That was the first one we went to. That was playing on the Hammer piano.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, obviously I've never heard, and also I knew a lot of the names on there.
Well, like Coolie G and Scratch and DBA and that.
Yeah, so I know the names. I don't really know what music they play.
Mm-hmm.
But even like outside of that, I knew the Grime Room. Like, that's 100% going to be a good time for me, no matter what.
Yeah, Spyro, Spooky,
Teddy,
Silencer with Footsie hosting.
Yeah, there's no way that's not going to be.
Man didn't even spray any. I don't think I heard 2 bars. Well,
not much.
Like,
yeah,
that was just hosting it. That was literally just hosting it.
Yeah,
that room was nuts though.
That room got
wild.
A lot. Like, literally, and there's like Spooky's bit was mad, but Spyro's bit was like,
we stepped inside that. It then too.
We went, and we were against the wall as well, which wasn't a good idea.
Yeah,
that bit was rough. But it was sick, man. Obviously saw J Beats up in there, hangs out J Beats as well. Saw Logan like in the queue.
He was sitting to the right of us when we were standing by the wall. Like, because like Capo, like Jams, like they were all in that corner.
Seen. I didn't even clock them. So not where J Beats was sitting, somewhere else.
No. Because like when we got to the wall, like J Beats was, when we got to like where the by the front.
Yeah.
But while we were standing by the wall.
Yeah.
They were like all to the right of the DJ booth.
I see. Yeah. Okay, cool. That makes sense. I was about to say I saw Logan and Q and didn't see him inside. Saw Capo Lee, yeah. But yeah. Anyway, that was hard. That was crazy. And then we went What did we do?
And then we went to see some dubstep. And I'm like, again, dubstep, I know I'm going to have a good time. I knew most of the names on that lineup as well. Mm-hmm. There was no, like, going into it, there was no way I wasn't going to have a good time.
But you say that like I haven't sent you other lineups that are like of similar.
But this one was like a bit nuts. A bit nuts. It's a bit crazy.
Like, just thinking about it, right? Like, I feel like we weren't there that long, or we didn't see that much. Like, when I think about it. Like, because, for example, we went into the first room, room 2, which was the Hyperdub room, and we saw Cooley G set.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like we saw maybe the end of someone before her. I can't remember. But we saw basically most of her set. And then she was playing like kind of like Afro housey, Guam, Amapiano kind of vibes. And some of the rhythms, I was like, yo.
I was like, I've never heard any of these things before, but this is hard.
Hard, like it's one of them ones where I'm never gonna hear those tunes again, but I'll always remember, like, yeah, that room was going off. Bez is just sitting here like, I just didn't care.
My chest was hurting.
The bass, get some bass in your chest, rude boy.
Bass was beating me up.
And then we went like up to room 3 for a bit. And then we saw like a bit of silencer. Then we went downstairs to get a drink in room 2, and then we're kind of wandering around. We went to room 1 just to see what was going on there, and they were playing like some deeper dubstep.
Yeah.
Some deeper things. And I'm like, yeah, but we'll come back. And then we went back upstairs. It was spooky, going off. Couldn't leave. Had to hear that. Then Spyro steps up straight after Spooky, goes off again. Even more so. Like, obviously Spooky killed it, but Spyro was just like...
And I was straight.
I was straight of just ham. Like, it was an hour straight of mosh pit. Like, and there was no room to actually do like the whole full mosh pit. Like, it was just moshing. Like, you know how like before, like you kind of spread out. There was none of that spreading out. It was just literally like mosh going hard. Then downstairs for Koki set in the DMZ room. And yeah, he played a good set because he just built it up more. So it was kind of started with like the deeper stuff. Did he play? He played the one that Triple X sampled, right? Tentacion. The da. Da. I was like, yeah, man, come on. So yeah, them kind of deeper ones, them Milo rhythms and that, and then built up to man played SpongeBob, man played Goblin. Like
SpongeBob. What? I don't even know SpongeBob playing. Probably not SpongeBob.
It's definitely on. Hold on, it's definitely on Spotify. We're playing it.
Yeah,
because this is one of them ones. If you don't know, you need to know what Koki SpongeBob is, bro. It might not actually be on Spotify, but it'll be on YouTube.
Yeah, when you say SpongeBob, I was thinking, lives in a pineapple under the sea.
SpongeBob SquarePants. That's crazy. But just name the rhythms like just whatever, innit? Like when it's an instrumental, you never know what to call it.
Unless you have like some kind of sample or something.
Yeah. This was a moment, bro. It went off. I don't know why he called it SpongeBob. What? These long intros. Man.
Yeah.
Man. That's one of them moments where it's like, do you know what? I can't believe I'm here right now. Can't believe this is happening right now. Like, what?
That's what, like, because obviously after when we got back, the next day, I was talking to T, right, and mother, and she was like, because obviously I don't go out that much. Everyone in my family loves to tell me that I don't go out much, and I'm like, yes, I don't go out much. I don't see a reason to. Mm-hmm. Obviously, I saw a reason to, yes, on that day. I was like, there's a reason to go to this.
Yeah.
And like T was like, also like, I told him when we were out, and he was like, yeah,
that's
you have to go to that.
That's a big boy.
Like, you have to go to that. If you don't go to that, I don't know what you're doing, bruv.
Yeah. Big boy lineup. But yeah, man. Bro, I'm just getting flashbacks. That Koki set was hard. Like, Bez was just like, he had no idea what's going on. This is why I like Bez though. Like, he gets stuck in. Man was like, he was lost. Like, especially, like, I feel like the grime stuff, you kind of have like a frame of reference for it. So you kind of know what's kind of going on with the grime stuff. But with the dubstep stuff, you had no idea what was happening.
Nope. Not
Like
Scooby.
you man was just hearing like just noises, didn't it?
Basically, yeah.
Like with the grime stuff, you can kind of hear like the drums and like how it how it's musical or whatever. But with the dubstep stuff, he was just like
Honestly, I was just going off the crowd. If the crowd got hype, I just tried to get hype as well. Like,
yeah, you're gonna get elbows to the face if you don't.
if like everyone was standing still, I would have been, and it could have been the most hype song. Everyone standing still, I would have just been there like, yeah, okay. I wouldn't know what's going on at all.
And he played. Oh, sorry, wait. He played that rhythm as well that I haven't heard since I saw Silky at Cable.
Oh yeah, bro. That was a sick thing for me because there was like tunes that I've been hearing since time.
And you
that
never
I
heard
heard
him out.
Yeah, I've never heard them out. Like Spyro played 21 Problems, DOK.
Oh yeah.
I was like, no man, this is wild. This is wild. But yeah. And that tune that Koki played, no thingy. I was like, yeah, man, this is hype. Because I was like, when I heard it coming in, I was like, I know exactly what this is, and I know I've heard it before. Because obviously, I wasn't even at that when you heard it. I just heard the recording of it.
Oh yeah,
and I heard how the crowd
'cause you were
reacted
too
to
young.
it.
Yeah. It was big.
And I was like, I've listened to that set so many times now, and I was like, that's such a sick set, and that tune is sick as well. And I heard it live. I was like, this is sick. This is why I came.
Nah, we definitely. I mean, I was about to say, all right. So this is the segue because I was gonna say we definitely need to do it again because there are some good lineups popping up, man. Like, obviously, I can always drag Bez to these things, and he'll come if all three of us. If me and you are going out, he'll come along, and I can drag Bez as well. Sometimes, like by myself. But it's always better when you're there because you know what's going on properly. So it's always a good vibe anyway. And the more we go out as well, the more Bez learns as well. Because like I've noticed over the years. Like he's needed less cues of what's going on. He's like more like, okay, I know. And like sometimes he'll be like, actually that was kind of cool, or actually that was kind of sick, like as well. So
I just go off the crowd. That's what I do. If the crowd's going hype, then
but you have a good time.
I always have a good time. I always have a good time. Even if the music's crap, I'll just have a good time.
That's the difference between me and you, because I can't. If I go there and I don't like the music, it's ruined for me.
Yeah.
I'm just standing there. I'm not gonna go off the crowd. I'm gonna stand there and have a bad time.
I kind of do the same thing as Bez, except like what jars me a bit is if what I don't like, for example, is if like I'm going out with a group and they're all like, let's go to this place, and then we get there and none of them actually care about the music. I'm the only person there that actually cares about what like music is playing. They don't care about music. They're there for gal. They're there for this, like just drinks, whatever. And now I'm here like this music is horrible, and like none of you man are dancing anyway because you don't even care about this.
Yeah,
and I'm just here like, FML.
Okay, I mean that's pretty similar to me. Like I'd have the same scenario in that case. Like if I go to a place and the crowd's it's kind of dead just with the group. They're not trying to get involved. The music I'm not enjoying. Then I'd just be there like.
Do you know what I just realised? Like that entire time at Fabric, I don't think I'd like. None of us was like, "Oh, look at that gal," or none of us were like no one said it. Not to say that no one saw a girl and was like, "Oh, she's nice," but no one was like, "Oh, look at that," or "Let me try and," or "Let me." We're just like, nah, like we're just here to hear rhythm.
Yeah,
and
I feel like it's a different environment in Fabric. Like
you can move up.
You can move up, but I feel like
it's been done.
It happens. But I feel like in the was it the hyperdub room? Like in there, you could have like caught a wine in that, but you can't catch a wine in the like dubstep room.
Why not?
It's weird. Like wine dubstep. Like you see people wine to dubstep. You're like, what are you doing? Saying that though, I had a threesome. Remember in the dubstep room. It was so crammed, and then this couple walked past me and literally just pressed up against me for about 4 minutes. I was there like, what the hell's going on here? This couple
I did see that. They were up on him.
Proper pressed up against me. I'm just like, nah, this is too much. And then they just kind of walked off. Now that's else. I just had a threesome.
Yeah, I remember that. But yeah, no, obviously, yeah, it's definitely a different vibe, especially a night like that, because like pretty much everyone is there because they want to hear for the rhythms and that. But that's kind of what I like, man. Like I just like going out. No, that's not every day, but I do like going out where you know the crowd are there to hear. It's kind of like a concert kind of vibe as well.
Yeah,
where
it feels like it was a concert sort of thing.
That's what I was like. I was like. If I was sitting down right now, I would be so happy.
This guy.
Oh my God. I mean, if I had the choice whether I was sitting down or standing up, but like in the music, like there right next to the speakers,
yeah,
I'd be happy as hell.
Nah, I want to dance. Like, especially like so like the first half of Koki's set, I could have been sitting down for it and I would have enjoyed it just as much. Like, because that was more of a soft, like kind of like kind of just, I don't know, okay, cool. But like when it started like getting to SpongeBob rhythms, like, I need to get I need to be jumping around.
That's what I'm saying. Like, but if you just had the choice and then you have like, you can sit down.
So like when you go to a concert where you get the seated, where you can stand up. And
you have the space to stand up and get moving, but you can also just sit down and just vibe if that's what you want to do.
Yeah.
I would love that.
I get that.
And then you have just more space also.
But yeah, nah, it was, I mean, regardless, it was vibes, man. Yeah. But yeah, I do hear what you're saying. It kind of felt kind of concert-y as well at the same time. But for me, that's sick, man. More DJs should be doing concerts. Like, get the big bucks. That's where it's at.
That's true.
But it is kind of like concert as well, because a lot of these DJs, like Koki, like I say, Koki, he played SpongeBob, which is a tune, it's his song.
Yeah.
Like, he made it. Spyro played a lot of his music.
So they all had the songs which had their names in the intro and stuff like that. They were
like those, dubplate dubs as well. Like, it wasn't all their own music. Like I said, Koki played the Marla tune, Spyro played like just various other things, whatever. But yeah, it's like when DJs are like that, they have people who are just very aware of what their like selection is going to be. Like stuff like that, and it's just fun. It's just very, very fun. But what I was gonna say is, we definitely need to do it again. But man, like Boris the other day said, stay at home. Don't stay at home.
Lock off the reef.
Go to gym. Don't go to gym. Exercise in the park. Don't go to the park. Rule of 6. Rule of 25.
Boris is back again.
He's back with his briefings.
With his announcements. COVID announcements.
Man said, he called out Chris Whitty. He was like, is it time? It's time. What was it? And what's that? Jonathan Van Tam. Then man, he was like, it's time. We need to do the press conference briefing again. And they said, don't go to work. Large venues, you have to have COVID passports or a lateral flow test.
Yeah. And
a large venue is anything indoors over 500 or anything outdoors over 1,000.
Wasn't it 4,000?
I think it was 1,000.
Was it 1,000? Okay.
Could be mistaken. Double check that. What was the other restriction? There was one more.
Masks.
Oh, masks everywhere indoors.
Yeah.
So like restaurants, cinema, everything. But as of right now, nothing's been closed, so it's not like a lockdown yet.
Yeah. But they're drawing up plans for Plan C apparently now, which
I think
plans for what?
Plan C. So this is Plan B that we're going into. So we got Plan C. I think Plan B is just to get us through Christmas.
Yep.
And then once we're through
January
Christmas,
1st,
it's like,
Plan
don't leave
C.
your house. Don't lockdown. Don't go outside. Going outside, hang outside. Don't come out the house because the gang outside. Yeah. Nah, yeah. So I that's my prediction anyway. I feel like they're gonna do. It might not be a super strict lockdown, but I think it's gonna be a lockdown.
It's gonna be clubs and bars and all that are gonna be closed.
Closed again, I think.
And probably like the lockdown we had. Was it last January where it was like gyms? Gyms closed last January as well, didn't they?
I think so.
Like this year, January.
Yeah,
2021. When was it November then we had
there
the
would have
lockdown?
been because they called that the circuit breaker, so it wasn't like a full lockdown. It was just a month of like slight
where like we had restrictions were back up, so like the sit down in clubs and all that kind of stuff. That all went, didn't it? Or was that?
So that went,
but then gyms were still open.
And then that went, and then very, very quickly it reversed because remember, like we came out of lockdown at the end of November. So it was literally just November, and then it was literally like a week or two in December, and then like by the third week of December they were like Christmas is cancelled.
Yeah.
And then then that's what happened into January.
Yeah, then January had the lockdown for a couple months again, isn't it?
Yeah.
So I reckon it will be like the circuit breaker lockdown where some stuff is still like gyms probably stay open but limited numbers.
Yeah.
Clubs and bars will shut. Retail, depending on the shops, like hospitality all closed basically.
Yeah, I hear that. I think I agree. I pretty much agree.
As long as nothing affects like driving tests and
stuff. Yeah.
I'd be so annoyed if...
Did you even mention that you're driving tests?
I forgot.
That was part of your 2 weeks, yeah.
Literally. Because obviously it's been pushed back to February now.
Mm-hmm.
So if those get closed off again, I'm going to be fuming. I'll just be done with it. I'll just be like...
Forget
Whatever,
it.
I won't get it. I won't get the goddamn driving license, man. I'll just walk. It's fine.
I hear that. So what do you guys think about this? So those are restrictions, but yeah, moving on. So what do you guys think about these alleged Christmas parties, multiple Christmas parties that the
Alleged.
government and government like advisors or their staff, the government
Everyone.
staff were having?
And Boris's
Last year.
wife.
Boris's wife had one, and he has no knowledge of any of them apparently.
Yeah. So apparently there was like somewhere between 3 and 6 Christmas parties last year around Christmas time.
Bear in mind, they all told us Christmas is closed.
Yeah.
They said if you have plans, don't do it, cancel them.
Yeah. You can't mix households.
Actually, I specifically remember coming in this podcast. I can't remember who it was. It was one of them politicians that literally said, if you have plans, cancel them. Something to that effect.
Yeah,
Like he
literally.
did an interview and he's like, if you have plans, cancel them.
Yeah.
Rago like that. And I remember coming in the podcast like, how dare you say that? Like, what's wrong with you? And then now it's coming out that they had somewhere between 3 to 6 parties of their own that they didn't cancel and that were planned. Like, it's not like they're trying to say, oh, a couple of them were spontaneous. Like, it wasn't really a party. We were all just happened to be
Just
here.
a gathering of
We
people.
were working.
It was a working thing.
It was like we were working and then we finished working and then we had some cheese and wine.
Yeah. Although there's the videos where they have like them bringing Secret Santa gifts. And then, so how could it be a spontaneous party when you brought Secret Santa gifts, which means it's planned?
Yeah.
And there's another video of, I don't know who it was, but the guys there mocking them, ha ha ha, this won't be investigated in a year, ha 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 ha.
Yeah. And then there was the video of one of Boris Johnson's aide at the time. She was rehearsing how to, so basically if it got leaked that this happened, she was rehearsing her answer to the press of what she will say.
These are stupid.
Is she the one who quit?
She had to quit,
the one who
yeah.
quit, okay.
So basically, like
She quit now?
Yeah.
Yes.
Like the other day.
yeah, because-
crying.
and she was crying like, "I'm sorry, I disappointed people." The same old.
But
saying.
according to
So-
Boris, these parties didn't happen.
yes,
And if it did happen, they were within the rules.
it's like, fam, it's the maddest thing. But the way that video wound me up because it's the way, like her colleague or whatever was like, oh, so there've been reports that the like at number 10 there was a party last week, and then she was just there like, I know nothing of these reports. Ha 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 ha.
Oh, was that her rehearsing it?
Yeah, that was
I
her
thought that was
rehearsing.
her actually in the interview. I was
No.
thinking, what the hell's going on here? Like,
So this is her rehearsing. So this is her a year
okay.
ago.
This is them mocking the public.
Yeah, because then
I didn't
she goes, oh, what is the actual answer? And the guy responds, it wasn't a party, it was just cheese and wine. Like that.
she's like, did it happen?
And she's like, yeah. And it's like,
Oh my
and I'm
God.
like, you lot.
These lot, all of them need to be cancelled, bruv.
So obviously the video is only coming out now.
Where
a
is
year
cancel
later.
culture when you need them? Get them out.
Get 'em out.
The Met Police are saying they're not going to investigate retrospectively because it's no longer illegal. So I get
They
it.
should get fined.
No, but I get it because it's how the law works. It's frustrating because I do understand this is how the law works. This is how the law has always worked. If something is illegal, if you do something while it's illegal and don't get caught until after it's no longer illegal, yeah, you're good. It's kind of like in America, there's mad people in jail for weed in states where weed is legal now. They're still in jail because it was illegal when they were doing whatever they were doing with weed. But now people can sell weed, smoke weed, eat weed, do whatever with weed.
Yeah.
And they're fine because it's no longer legal.
So if they get caught selling weed now, like that they've been doing it for the past 10
So
years.
for example, what I'm saying is, yeah, so if for example, you...
So let's say I've been selling weed for 10 years. Now weed's legal and I
Still
get caught
selling
now.
weed.
They're like, oh,
with
you're
possession,
fine.
you're fine.
Okay.
So like, it's literally one of them ones where a day could be all it takes. If you get caught on Monday when it's illegal,
Lock up.
lock up, and then you get caught, or not even get caught, you get stopped the next day and they search you and you got weed on you, but it's no longer illegal. It's like, oh, go about your day, mate.
Even though I've been selling it yesterday as well.
Even though you were selling it yesterday as well.
Wow.
And like, yeah, and because you get everyone is under the laws of today. That's
Yeah.
it. Unless they catch you beforehand, then whatever. But you're under the laws of today. So I do get it. It's no longer illegal to have a Christmas party, but it was at the time. But for me, I'm like the government. go on.
They've changed the rules now as well. So just after this has all come out, so the police aren't investigating at that period, and now the rules have changed again.
Mm-hmm.
So if this has come out tomorrow or next week when the rules have changed, and now Christmas parties are illegal
No,
again.
so it's still with it because it's a different. There's the break.
So it means that it's a different law now.
Mhm.
Okay, so it's not well, but it's because it's not just reactivating the same law essentially.
No, it would
Okay.
be new. So yeah, no, it's not. It won't be the same because it was break.
Okay.
Yeah. So I mean, but for me, okay, the police aren't going to prosecute. That's fine. Like that doesn't really matter anyway. I mean, it matters because a lot of people got fined over that period.
Yeah.
Like there's one university kid
yeah.
got a 10K
10
fine.
grand.
So that's absolute bullshit. But the more important thing for me is that how can these politicians set the rules and then disregard them
follow
themselves?
I mean, that's what people do. They make rules and then to blatantly break them because they can. And
Yeah.
they think no one's going to know
Mm-hmm.
because they're the ones that set the rules and no one's checking them.
Disgusting, mate. Disgusting.
Terrible. And then making a video. Ha ha ha.
Yeah. I mean, obviously the video wasn't meant to get leaked. Like, obviously that wasn't their intention, but the point is it
The
did.
intention is still terrible though.
Yeah, no, the intentions are horrible. The intentions are horrible. But yeah, no, the fact that it's like a slap in the face. I saw someone was tweeting like white people are enraged by this. Like they've been going ham. Like they've been going and then someone was put out a tweet basically saying like, yeah, like they're only pissed off because this is like the first thing that's actually like a slap in the face to them.
Yeah.
Like so they were like literally like black people have been getting slapped in the face like consistently for years, and like we've had deeper pars than this. Like this is a par, it's definitely a par, but we've had mad deeper pars than this. But this is like the biggest par in the world right now because of white people. It's a par.
Christmas.
It's a par to white people. They're like, I couldn't have Christmas and you had Christmas. Like that's disrespectful. But yeah, what do you think, Cam, man? Do you think Boris should go? Enough's enough.
Do I think Boris should go?
Are you getting the banners out?
I mean, I personally am not getting the banners out, but I think
Oh wow, fire alarm. Let's just pause the recording and see what's going on. Okay, and we're back. Yeah, sorry about that. The fire alarm just went off in the studio. But we're all okay. No one's burnt.
Too
no
much
one's hurt.
heat in this podcast room. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, I
You
was
know
about
the
to drop
vibes. You know the
the
vibes.
deepest.
Well, go for it, man. Are you getting the banners out for Boris? For
No.
Bojo?
As I was about to say, not personally, but I think these lot need to be held accountable for their actions, mate. Because they're clearly just messing up one after the other. They're just doing stuff. Just like, what are you doing? Like, you guys are not running this country right. Like, you need to fix up. So, someone needs to take them down.
Take him down. Take him down.
Keir Starmer, Labour Party.
No, not politicians. No more politicians.
We need Arrow.
We need a dictator.
You have failed this city. That'd be jokes. What was I gonna say? What else has Boris been doing? He had his
Sniffing
new-
coke.
Boy, cocaine found right by his bathroom,
Next to
next to his
bathroom.
office. Traces of cocaine. There's a cocaine problem in Parliament. Peak.
What haven't they been doing?
Bro, they've just been partying hard.
I was saying cocaine, Christmas parties, like women. You had what's his name, Hancock, feeling up the woman in the closet the other day. Like they just been living a good life out here,
Oh,
spending
man.
the taxpayers' money and all that.
Meant to be running the country, acting like they're living the uni life right now.
They literally are freshers.
Did you not hear about Finland's prime minister? It's the funniest thing. So she's 36 years old. And she had to apologize because she went out clubbing until 4 a.m. and left her work phone at home. And then basically she was unreachable getting a text. An important, obviously, text to do with something very important. But yeah, I'm like 36-year-old still on the session until 4 a.m.
Damn.
Love it, man. Love it. She was like, no work tonight.
Yeah, I think that's
No
fair
work
enough
to that.
though. It's 4 a.m. She shouldn't really be getting texts at that time anyway.
This is true. But she was out
She's the
clubbing.
prime minister of the country.
yeah, she got
She got an important job, mate.
she got to be popping her bum.
Anything can happen.
Nah, but honestly, imagine Boris was in fabric the other night.
There's my head spinning on the floor.
I just can't through with it. Yeah, like popping and locking.
Yeah, that time, like, you shouldn't be texting me.
I mean, it was
leave
important.
me a
It was
message. Leave me a
important.
voicemail. I'll get back to you tomorrow morning.
It's one of them ones where she could have been sleeping anyway.
She could have. That's what I'm saying. She could have been sleeping.
But maybe she was out from like, I don't know, 8 or something. And she
True.
left it at home.
Yeah, if she's out from like 8, there till 4, then okay. Or like even earlier.
And then they text her at 9 or something.
Yeah, even again, out of work hours.
And then she doesn't. Then she doesn't see the text until
next morning,
4 a.m. or the next morning. Yeah,
She wakes up at midday, 12 o'clock. She's like,
she doesn't check her phone.
and then she just goes home, collapses.
And like the text messages, mom, we've been invaded. While you asleep, while you out
one of them
raving.
ones when you and the girl message you. Oh, I fell asleep.
She's like, I don't want to deal with this.
Like, oh man.
They're like, we need the order to protect our borders. She doesn't give the order. They're done for.
Yeah. North Korea took us over last night.
Mad ones. But yeah, no, I feel like that fire alarm threw us off a bit. So let's move on. Let's play a song and we'll come back. We'll change the topic and we'll thing.
You're not going to congrats Boris for his new child?
How old is he?
Too old to be having children.
How old is his wife, bro?
Probably too old to be having children. I'm too old for pick me. Too old.
That was my first thought. I was like, how old are these people? What the hell?
Yeah, they're big people. But
quite old.
Moving on. Let's play the new Roska, man. Roska MC GQ track attack Kaboom. When you hear a tune, it's Kaboom with an exclamation mark. You know it's gonna be vibes, man. But yeah, let's
set the fire alarm off again. Be careful with that.
Might need to sprinkle some water first. But yeah, hand tight Roska, hand tight MC GQ. This one's Kaboom.
How did we get here?
Kaboom, Mr. Big Dog barking. Be quiet when I man is talking. Come on, be quiet when I man is talking. And I'm here and I'm not to no long to what? Kaboom, Mr. Big Dog barking. Come on, be quiet when I man is talking. Be quiet when I man is talking. And I'm here and I'm not to no long to. Kaboom, Mr. Big Dog barking. Be quiet when I man is talking. Come on, be quiet when I man is talking. And I'm here and I'm not to no long to what? Kaboom, Mr. Big Dog barking. Come on, be quiet when I man is talking. Be quiet when I man is talking. And I'm here and I'm not to no long to.
Yeah, so that one was Roska and MCGQ track attack Kaboom. Sorry, yeah, like I was laughing about something as we were recording there.
I thought we were live.
We are live.
Because you were laughing before you said about the track. Because you were laughing, I thought, wait, were we actually on there then?
Oh, we are on there.
No, maybe
before
before
that.
you said the track title.
No, I was literally like, as I was finishing up laughing, I was pressing record.
Okay.
So like, yeah, no, they didn't hear the full.
I didn't see you press record, like put the mics on. Or anything. I was like, were we in there?
Nah, so they didn't hear the full conversation. They just heard me like just laughing at the end of it. Right. Yeah, I'm not going to fill you in either. Just imagine whatever you want to imagine.
The wildest thing you can imagine. Yeah, that's what it is. That's what it is.
Right. So self-replicating AI. That's fucked up, right?
Where are we going with this? Where are we going with this?
So I just saw an article. I wanted to talk to you about because I saw an article in the week about basically it's an AI kind of. I didn't really understand the article. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
I was skimming over it. Partly why I didn't really understand it also, but it seems like it's artificially made AI trying to simulate kind of like cells.
Yeah, that's what it looked like.
And it's able to basically replicate itself and like
grow.
And apparently they want the technology for medicine reasons, so like they can kind of like, for example, deploy one into like a body to block, I don't know, or do something, and then when it's inside the body, then it can multiply itself to do what is necessary.
Yeah.
But damn, man, ain't that scary?
I don't think scary.
Scary.
I think interesting.
Scary.
Interesting. Why do you think it's scary? Like, what's scary about it?
Because things start small,
Yeah.
and then they get bigger. So this whole replicating on a AI or artificial intelligence or electronics being able to replicate themselves on a minuscule microscopic scale,
Yeah.
that's right now.
Yeah.
In 25 years, 30 years, 40 years, who says it's not cars replicating themselves and running people over? And like, we run this shit now. Like, who says it's not like...
Isn't the point that people have control over it? They're the one who obviously things can go wrong, but the point is that they have some control over what's going on.
So for this particular AI, it's not learning AI, which is good.
Yeah.
So the idea is it's only replicating because it's being told to replicate.
Yeah.
Which is good. But people like you are like so interested in self-replicating AI anyway. So someone's gonna be like, let's fuse them together. And then all of a sudden, like, you inject one of these self-replicating, self-aware AI into someone's body, and then it just gets taken over. That's what's happening in these COVID vaccines, isn't it? That's a joke. I'm joking.
Conspiracy theories.
I'm joking,
for fun.
people. I'm joking.
You're not wrong.
See, why did Bez's joke land better than mine? Now you lot are haters, man. But yeah, no, it's like, for me, I'm like, these things, the more you experiment, the more you can do. Is that one of the things? Just because you can, should you?
I think because you can, yes, do it. Go ahead. But I just like science and like what the capabilities of humans is, like how far we can go with things. So I'm very much interested in like,
we're going too far in the wrong thing. Save the planet first. The planet is dying. Let's work on that.
Sure.
No, but that's my point. Like, I'm like, okay, cool. We can do. I mean, obviously, it's not the same people that's going to be working on anything. But I'm like, the planet is in a mess. Like, we can't get rid of fossil fuels. Like, we're trying, but not efficiently. We can't get rid of plastic. We can't get rid of all of these things that are polluting the planet and whatnot. We're cutting down all the trees. Deforestation is terrible. But at the same time, you know, man are flying to the moon, man are self-replicating cells, man are doing all that. I'm like, bro,
the earth is done, bro. We've got to just be finished with this one, move to the next one.
Oh my God.
Maybe we could just grow a next world. Of course not. But like, just move to the next one. It's calm.
Have you either of you seen G.I. Joe, the first one?
Nah.
Time ago, yeah.
Okay. Do you remember it at all?
I don't remember nothing to it. I just remember the character with the white, like, that was dressed in all white.
Snake Eye, not Snake Eye, the other guy. It's Cobra, whatever his name
Yeah,
is.
and he was silent the whole way through.
Yeah,
nothing.
Because there was, in that they had nanotech, which was essentially the replicating AI, and it went completely wayward. I can't remember the film well enough to explain it any better, but I remember that it was like the replicating nanotech that they ended up just replicating to like a swarm essentially, and just started taking over things like computers and all that kind of stuff.
We watched Bloodshot together, right?
All of us did.
Yeah.
We all did. Oh, yeah. Right. Okay, cool. I thought it was just me and you. But yeah, he got injected with nanotech, and then like it doesn't go that far in the movie. But in the comics, my man is depressed because it's that thing of obviously it's just his particular case, but he becomes essentially invincible. And you know, most invincible people are like, I just want to die. I just want to die. Oh my God. Yeah.
I want to feel something.
Yeah, exactly. And that God of War. Like, oh my God. That ending is so sick though. Like when man's like, he's so happy that he dies. Spoilers for God of War.
Spoiler alert, yeah.
But no, he's literally so happy when you in God of War, like one of the main antagonists, he's basically invincible. The first time you fight him, he's like, I can't feel any of this. But then you manage to get something that takes away his immortality, and in that fight, he's just crackling. He's like, this is so good. This hurts so good. Like proper like sadist? No.
Yeah.
Masochist. Yeah, proper masochist vibes where he's like, this pain is so good. And then, you kill him off. But yeah, that was because of nanotech. Is like the Bloodshot gets so protected because the nanotech can, whenever
just heals him,
it just replicates, heals him. Boom, 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 boom. Like, I feel like if the human race did get to that point where we all had little nanobots healing us up, I think it would just be calamity. I think it would absolutely be calamity.
I mean, sure.
We're a long way off from that, obviously.
Yeah, obviously. But I don't know. I like the idea of all these science fiction things just becoming reality. I do enjoy.
Where the flying cars there?
This is a thing that can happen. Like that's what I'm saying. I just like the idea of that. So anything like just actual AI that learns properly and becomes like rivals human brain function and
I think for me, the sci-fi stuff that excites me, they're not actually working on. So like flying cars, or they probably someone's working on them, but they're not. I'm not hearing about it. So flying cars, where's the TARDIS, man? I want a room that is bigger inside than it looks on the outside. Like, where are these kind of things? Like, that's probably impossible.
Yeah, that's like, laws of physics do not allow.
You could flying cars,
teleportations, basically.
I mean, to be fair, flying cars they probably shouldn't do because
that's just a bigger risk.
It's just more.
Yeah,
it's bigger risk and also more pollution as well. Like airplanes are big pollution. So.
I mean, unless they find some way to make it not like
electric cars.
Just the power, the fuel or whatever is just.
That's true.
Good
also.
fuel.
But yeah, no, they should do that and it should be green. Teleportation would be sick. Like whether they do it by TV, like Mr. Willy Wonka, or by Star Trek, whether they do beam me up, Scotty. Yeah. Or yeah, however they do it, teleportation would be sick. Time travel would be cold.
Yeah, I'm excited for all these things, but these things, some of these things are just
too
like
much.
The laws of physics say no.
Yeah. Nah, for real. I hear it. Laser beam, Star Wars, lightsabers.
That's what I'm waiting for. Cut through anything.
Those are pretty much. I think those exist actually.
Yeah,
they do. I've seen YouTube videos of people who have actually made them at like home sort of thing.
Right. So yeah, these are like the sci-fi things you mentioned earlier, Cam. To pivot a bit, but you mentioned earlier about Mark Zuckerberg and his plans for like the Meta. I've been deliberately trying to stay away from that because I just think it's nonsense. But what's he on?
So I hadn't actually heard anything about it. I just randomly, so I didn't even know about the name change of Facebook or whatever to Meta or whatever.
Yeah.
Until I don't even know what I saw. And I just randomly searched it on Google and I was like, okay, cool, whatever.
You said, okay, Google.
No, I searched it on Google like a normal person. I typed it in.
Yeah.
And then I was like, Facebook name change or whatever. And it was like Meta. I was like, okay, cool. But I didn't look into it any further. And then I was just watching a YouTube video and they weren't even specifically talking about that. Like the title of the video didn't say anything about it. So going into it, I wasn't expecting to get any of this information about this new thing. But apparently it's like it's meant to just be like an AR, VR kind of situation.
Yeah. Where
your reality is augmented or it's just a purely virtual reality where you're like, I guess, living in this space where you can change, you can put on these
be
like
who you want to be,
glasses or whatever, and like then I don't know how to explain it properly. Let me think how to explain it properly. So like you put on these glasses and what you're looking at, you can change what it looks like just from like through seeing the glasses. So like you could buy some boots in this augmented reality space. And so whenever you look at your feet, you just see these boots, but you don't actually have these boots on. And then like there's obviously more.
This is how like, NFTs would come into it.
Yeah.
You said to me that we were talking about walking out the house naked. You were saying I'd get put into a hospital, into a place, asylum for it.
Yeah,
this is how it starts. I think I'm fully dressed like in the Dior gear, and then we'll come out butt naked walking around.
So for context, Bez was saying that he was basically saying he was like, because we were talking about how it's a deeper topic, but we were talking about how to break a law or to be guilty of breaking a law and to go to jail for it, you have to have intent. So we were talking about indecent exposure. And he was like, no one could tell me I didn't accidentally walk out of my house without any clothes on. And I'm like, if you accidentally walked out of your house without any clothes on, you're going in the psych ward. Like, they are definitely saying there's something wrong upstairs. Like, you need to. So yeah, but that was the context of that conversation. But yeah, go on.
Yeah, so it would be like, I don't think, have either of you seen Ready Player One?
Yeah.
No. Yeah, so it'll be like that. And it would also be like, I guess,
Spy Kids
free, yeah. Like that sort of situation, or like a Sword Art Online kind of situation where you're in this thing, you're in like another world, but it's just with the headset or whatever. But it's like not necessarily like a big Oculus headset kind of thing. It's just more like a glasses.
They had like the Google Glass, didn't they? They were making a while back, but they scrapped it.
I want to get injected in like the Matrix. I want
Really?
it.
Or the
I mean, it
big
could be
thing
like that as well.
back of your neck.
I want the full. I want it to feel real.
Real,
You know,
yeah.
like in the first one, where the guy, I can't remember his name, the bald guy that betrays them.
Cypher.
Yeah. When he's eating with the agents, and he's like, I know this isn't real. I know this isn't real steak, but it tastes like real steak. Or whatever he says. Like, I want it to be like that. Like, I know this isn't real, but I feel satisfied.
I mean, that's like the first step is to go AR and then VR and then get plugged in.
Yeah.
Get plugged in.
I'm joking. I don't want it. I don't fully want to do that.
Did you lot see Elon Musk apparently has said within the next, I think it's the next year or so, like very soon, he's got technology ready to implant in people's heads. Like, I'm not sure what it's to do, but because I know he was trialing like listening to music in your own head sort of thing. But I don't know what this new technology that's actually real and very close to being ready.
I don't know if it was Elon Musk, but there was another. It might have been him or it might have been someone else, but they were trialing with monkeys, putting like a chip implant and making them play games.
I did hear about that.
I think I heard about. I don't think it was
don't know
Elon.
who it was.
It might not have been Elon, but a similar kind of thing where, chip in the head with monkeys, making them play games. And I'm like, I mean, I am not getting no one putting no chip in my head. Like, I don't care. I will miss out on that. Like, I am easy.
Yeah.
Like, that sounds mad. But speaking of billionaire CEOs, we spoke about Zuckerberg, we spoke about Elon Musk.
Mr. Musk.
Did you guys see the Better.com CEO? The video of him, the 3-minute video of him firing, I think 15% of his company.
15%? No, I heard about it, but I haven't seen the video.
It's disgusting. Like, it's so terrible. Like,
why does he fire them?
Because, in fact, let's. It's only a couple of minutes. Let's play it. Let's do it, and you lot can all hear exactly what was going on.
Elon Musk said that 2022 Neuralink could start implanting chips in humans, which is the brain chip that I was talking about.
Okay, cool. 2022. That's literally
next year.
2 weeks away.
Yep.
Yeah.
I
don't like that. Like, just chips in people doesn't sound nice to me.
Nah.
And also not at this point where they're like starting off with it fresh, like the new thing.
Yeah.
Once it's been around for like maybe 10, 15, 20 years and it's like painless, quick, easy, it's like been tested and everything, then maybe I might look into it.
I hear that. But yeah, all right. This Better.com CEO is literally 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Let's let it go.
Thank you for joining. I come to you with not great news. The market has changed, as you know, and we have to move with it in order to survive so that hopefully we can continue to thrive and deliver on a mission. This isn't news that you're going to want to hear, but ultimately it was my decision and I wanted you to hear from me. It's been
How noble of him.
a challenging decision to make. This is the second time in my career I'm doing this, and I do not want to do this. The last time I did it, I cried. This time I hope to be stronger.
That's a certain
But
thing.
we are laying off about 15% of the company.
You gotta
market.
be kidding me.
All right, so this is the person recording the video, by the way.
And performances. And
After all
productivity.
we did for the company?
If you're on this call, you are part of the unlucky group being laid off.
This is wild.
Your employment here is terminated effective immediately. What does this mean for what's next? You're going to get an email from HR, askhr@better.com, and your benefits for all U.S. employees.
But yeah, anyway, that's
Oh my god, I can't believe this.
1 month of full benefits.
poor woman, man. I'm sorry for her. But I think it's like 900 people worldwide, and he just did one Zoom call for him. Yeah, man. Like, damn. And then apparently, like, my man's got like he got a 25 million bonus last year. They just received a £750 million cash injection from SoftBank as well, investment. So it's not like the company didn't have money.
They're struggling,
but they're doing what they're doing. Like, it's kind of like similar thing. Like, I don't really follow wrestling much anymore. But like sometimes I'll see on Twitter like people, like I have like people that I follow that talk about wrestling, and they'll be like so mad because WWE has released like a bunch of wrestlers and like staff members and stuff, whilst reporting like their highest profits ever, and then like the reason given is like, because of budget cuts. It's like, what are you budget cutting?
Arsenal,
like
they had the same as well. 55 people laid off.
Yeah, and Gunnosaurus and that.
And then they gave like Aubameyang a new contract the next week and signed Willian for like 400k a week, whatever it was on, and all this kind of stuff.
Yeah. These companies just being heartless, and these were COVID times. Like, yeah, and we're still in COVID times. Like, a lot of people kind of feel like the pandemic is kind of over, or it's less, or whatever. It's still kind of peak out here. It's still definitely, and no one knows like the next week, 2 weeks, we could be in the deepest lockdown again. Like, so it's still kind of peak. But yeah, so like my man just laid off 15% of his company on a 3-minute Zoom call.
What do you think? It would have been better if they just all received the email from HR?
Do I think that would have been better?
Yeah, without him doing the Zoom call. Because I guess he probably thought that's more
personal.
Yeah, that he did the Zoom call.
I'd prefer to just get an email.
I'd prefer to just get the email as well.
I'd just literally sit there and listen to him talk how he was talking.
And chat shit about it.
I didn't want to hear that.
I think that's worse. I think what should have happened is, I feel like it should have been a thing that it should have trickled down.
Yeah, it should have been like your line manager or something.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. So once he made his decision and this is what's going to happen, you need to relay it down to the people, like, just down the chain. So whoever's getting fired, they need to hear it from their line manager or a HR person or someone like that. But also he needs to be able to give them the information as to why this is happening, so that people can have a conversation, ask questions, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. Like, because some people, like someone might just be like, get up and go. Like, no questions needed, whatever. But someone might be like, really like, but why?
Crying, why?
But why?
What's done wrong?
Yeah. And then so that person needs
I think that's harsh on the person who has to do the. I guess it's your job though, but it's harsh on the person who has to do it. Like, imagine like, let's say you're a line manager. Yeah. You've got, let's say, 6 staff below you. 4 of them you have to lay off now. You've got that news, and you've been working these like for 3-4 years. Let's say you're very close knit team. Yeah. Then you've got this news. You have to lay off 4 of them. This person.
But I feel like it's harsh anyway. Like, I feel like that's that kind of thing. You're gonna have difficult questions, like conversations anyway in that period.
Yeah, but I feel like at least this way, well, because you can kind of, as you're the line manager, you've only got this information from him. Mm-hmm. Or like someone. Well, let's say. So in this case, he's put this message out. Then I'm sacked now. Then I'll come to you and be like, but why? You're like, I don't really know. I've just seen this myself. Like, I saw an email. Whereas if it trickles down through you, then I'm asking you directly, well, why? And for you to say, I don't know. I'm gonna be like, but you've been told.
No, but that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. He needs to make sure that everyone has the information to be able to say, okay, because it's because of this reason, because of that reason, blah, 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 blah. Like, we're really sorry. Blah, blah. But I just feel like he's a joke, man, anyway. Like, even if you're going to do a 3-minute Zoom call, which, to be fair, I don't hate it. I don't think it's the best way to do it, but I don't hate it. Like a half-hour Zoom call.
You should have done 900 calls and sacked each one of them individually. That's what you should have done.
That's the thing. If he's a big man on campus, that's what he should have done. But yeah, like, it would have been. I think it would have been much worse if he was rambling on for half hour. Yeah, like some people are like, it's way too short. No.
Yeah, imagine he spent the whole like 27 minutes.
People said it was too short.
People were saying it's too short. Yeah, like he should have gone into more detail as to why. Blah, blah, blah.
Nah, man.
I'm like, nah, people got things to do. Like, I don't work here no more. I don't need to be listening
I'm doing the call. As soon as I hear saying you're sat there, I'm gone. I'm like,
I don't need to hear like
we
more.
sit here listening to you talk, and in the last 2 minutes you told me I'm fine.
That's what I'm saying. That would be annoying.
Sitting here for half hour. Nah, man, I'm good, thanks.
Okay, guys, we've got through the year. 2022 coming up. 20 minutes later, so just have to say.
So
everyone on this call,
we have to change with the market.
Sacked. Yeah,
you're sacked.
What I'm saying is, it was a bad 3 minutes. That's my point. It wasn't that it was 3 minutes. It was just a bad 3 minutes. His whole
doesn't even sound like he cares about anyone who's getting
fired.
He tried to make it seem like he cared. I feel like.
But he put it. It was all.
But
me,
it was,
me,
the way
me,
he
me,
said
me.
it was.
It wasn't like, oh, we're really sorry. We're putting you in a difficult situation. It's, oh my god, this is so hard for me to do.
Yeah.
Like, what the
I had
hell?
to do this before and I cried last time, but I'm not gonna do it this time.
Nah,
I'm not crying this time. I don't care about you guys.
I cared about them, but not you. Like them, I was very upset. But you guys, nah,
guys,
I'm gonna be
nah.
alright. I'm gonna be alright.
I'm gonna get through it.
Like, and I hope you're praying for me.
I will get through it, guys. Don't worry. I will come back stronger after
Don't
this.
shed any tears for me. I'll be right.
Yeah, it's disgusting. But I don't know. I feel like I feel like there's not a good way to do that, is there?
There's no good way to do it. I think your idea of him talking to all 900 of them is the best one.
Yeah.
And I think I know that sounds unreasonable, but I don't care. I think that's the best way to do it. If you're gonna lay off 900 people, do it one by one and have a conversation with them.
Yeah.
Even if some of them will be literally 10-second conversations. You're
Literally.
fine. No. But literally like, hey, like, so sorry to tell you this. We've decided that we have to, because of the market, we're having to go in a different direction. Your job, your position is no longer required.
Exactly.
And someone like, cool.
Okay, fair enough. Whereas
On to the next one.
Yeah.
Someone might have more questions, someone might have da-da-da, but at least then that way it's more personal.
Yeah.
This woman was reacting in real time, but obviously you can't hear that. You just got, like, everyone's on mute.
Everyone's muted because
It's just a...
she was asking questions, but it's not like she unmuted herself and because he didn't stop rambling, he just kept going. So
Yeah.
he might as well have sent out a video of him just saying this because it would have been the
Exactly,
same.
it didn't need to be live.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like the way she was like, after all we've done for this company, da-da-da-da, like I feel like some people would want to be able to say, look, like literally, like I've been busting my ass
Exactly.
for the last like even if it doesn't make a difference, some people want to be heard.
Yeah.
Like for that. Like, and I feel like if you're gonna lay a bunch of people off for random reasons, like vague-ish reasons after you've been getting cash injections and stuff, then I feel like they deserve to at least be heard. Even if you're gonna go through with it anyway, at least listen to the people.
Yeah.
God damn. Like
They are people.
they are people, exactly, not machines.
And like, isn't there something that they should be able to see coming? Like, if something like this is going to happen, shouldn't they be able to see this coming? Like, potentially.
The employees.
No, not the employees.
Oh, the employers.
company. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. If they're
Because obviously he's saying effective immediately, you're all done.
Yeah.
Shouldn't they notice it's coming and try and like prepare?
So it's been something that they've been speaking
And, like,
about for a while.
what they would probably say is that, oh, we were aware, but we tried our hardest to hold on to people, and then it just became clear that we wouldn't be able to, so we had to just get rid of everyone, or get rid of 15% or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Well,
when there's public knowledge that they've been getting all these cash injections, it just makes it look so much worse. And he's got a 25 million payout. Like he could have easily, maybe he did. I don't know. Maybe, but he could have used some of his own money as if he's as a boss and as a CEO to help these people.
People are saying that bonus, he could give $27,000 to all the 900 people, and he still have $700K left over of the bonus.
There you go.
And he doesn't even need to give them 27 grand. He could give them 20, or he could give them 15, or he could give them 10. Like something. Like man just said, effective immediately, you're done, son.
Well, that could be like a year's salary between the 900 people. That 25 million.
Yeah, no, for real. Like, I think some people in America get, and because obviously it's the international thing, I think some people in America get like various severance packages. And stuff. But some of the international people, they just like, some of the international people are getting nothing.
Yeah.
It's just like, you're done. You need to find a new job. That's it. And I'm like, that's so cold blooded.
Yeah.
So cold blooded. And then since then, like I've been seeing people. Obviously, this video went viral, and then I've been seeing like people have found some dirt on my man, as they do,
of course.
And he's like, apparently, he sent some unsavory emails about people and stuff like that. Like, nothing like usually it comes out, oh, he was homophobic and racist.
Yeah.
Nothing like that. It was just very, very rude and just showing he's not a very nice person to begin with, kind of thing. But yeah, like I'm not a buyer, man. I'm like, if you want people to, and I feel like it's demoralizing. If I was in a company and 15% of the staff was overnight were just gone, that's the most demoralizing thing ever. And I'm like, you better not expect us to be able to do everything that was being done before.
This is the other thing,
50%, no.
You've laid off. As I was saying, if you were the manager, I laid off 4 of your team of 6.
Yeah.
How the hell are you now gonna do between the 3 of you doing the job of 9, 8 people, 7 people?
Yeah, nah, it's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen, mate. So yeah, I think it's scummy, but this is the world we live in, man. Profits over people, and
It's horrible. It's horrible.
Yep.
But right. I think there's one other thing. Bez, are we gonna reveal this to our loyal listenership?
I think we can drop a little
life update, I guess.
Throw a little bomb in there, you know, little salt-based sprinkle of stuff.
So yeah, no, obviously, actually no, Bez, you go for it, man. I feel like I talk a lot in this podcast. You don't need to talk more. I'm joking.
Okay, so yeah, the big news. Basically, me and Yelz, we said a couple of weeks ago we was doing some bits and bobs around. You know, we've been going around and doing some things. So we were looking for apartments, looking for flats, looking for places to go rent, looking for places to buy, looking for places to
buy. You know, all right, boiler.
Looking for mansions and
looking
stuff.
looking for a gaff and
looking for a place to rest the head. You know.
Yeah, we've got one now. We've got it secured.
It's Macbeth.
It's not Macbeth.
Say it. Say it. Say it.
I'm never. It's patterned. It's sorted. It's sorted. The final nail is in that coffin.
In that coffin, yeah. Contract's all signed. No one can back out now.
Yeah, it's done. It's done. We're getting the keys. We're gonna be living it up from next week. Woo!
You say you're living it up, but I saw a tweet the other day that said, I paid my rent, I have 6 pence left. Where the party at? So that's that's going to be living it up with 6 pence of disposable income.
6p can go a long way. Can get you almost into London.
Almost into London.
Yeah, almost into
man.
London, yeah.
And you walk the rest of the way and you have a great time.
You walk the whole way.
Yeah, literally. Like you get on the bus, like, yo, I've got 6p on my Oyster. That's going red. red. You go to the petrol station.
You'll get one trip. You'll get one trip, no?
I don't. I mean, I know it goes. I know it does the emergency fare thing.
Yeah.
But I don't know if you have to have a minimum. Like, I know if you have less than 155, if you have like 150, it will do emergency fare. But I wonder if there's like a cut-off point for that.
So if it's 6p, like there's no point.
Yeah, if they're like if it's like 6p, it's like, nah, fam, we're not loaning you 149.
I feel like I did do like I had no money on my card.
Like a zero.
Yeah, like a zero to negative £1.50.
I'm sure people have gone into like negative like £5 before and stuff like that.
That sounds a bit much.
Oh no, you can do that on the tube.
Oh, on the tube, okay.
You can do that on the tube. Yeah, it's possible to do that on the tube. It's not on the bus though.
Okay.
Yeah, because I don't remember ever having like just random. I always had multiples of 150 when I used to use my Oyster card.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty sure
it's not even 150.
I know, but it's been a while. It's obviously been like 5 years since I last used the Oyster card. But yeah, I'm pretty sure I went to like negative 150.
Mad. Well, fair enough. But yeah, so me and Bez are moving in together. Ideally, we're going to start recording the podcast for our gaff as well. So it might sound a little bit different while we work out.
Look a little bit different.
Ooh.
Little
Didn't
bit
even
more
think about that.
sprinkle in there.
Man dropped a little hint of some of the plans we have. But yeah, so not next episode, but maybe the one after.
In the new year.
In the new year, 2022. These are the power moves for 2022. We'll see how it goes. Our next episode though is Christmas
special.
No, it's Boxing Day. Well, it will be our Christmas
Boxing,
special.
yeah.
But yeah, drops on Boxing Day.
And New Year special technically because we won't be
we won't do a New Year's
yeah.
one, a proper New Year's one. So yeah, that one should be a party. We can recap like some of the best stuff. I feel like we should probably get some drinks in for that one as well. Probably, yeah. We'll vibe.
Yeah,
It's Boxing Day as well, so like actually, yeah, never mind. But yeah. That'll be a good episode. That'll definitely be a good episode. Right, I think that's it. And then we can just do what we're watching now, innit?
What are we watching?
I think that's it. Like, yeah. Hopefully I don't like do the pillow over Sebez and sleep.
Right, that was coming.
Hopefully I don't commit homicide. What?
Isn't it? I don't just murder this guy who I've known for my whole life pretty much. Yeah.
That's a homicide, you know. Wow.
I need to start packing. That's what I need to do.
Yeah, I've been packing little by little. I got like 4 boxes done, plus like 4 like normal boxes, plus like a big like plastic box of stuff as well. My biggest thing is what am I taking, what am I leaving, and what will my parents allow me to leave, kind of thing. But anyway, don't. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out.
Get there.
So yeah, let's wrap this up. This one's been a really short one.
Yeah, it's been quick, hasn't it?
It's been a quick one. Yeah, but I feel like we were due a quick one. We've had quite a long, like, epic ones.
Yeah.
I think the episode with T was a good one to have, like, as our epic one, and then have a nice calm,
relax
one after that.
Chill out.
Yeah, relax one. So yeah, boys, man, what are we watching? Who wants to go first?
I'll go first.
Go for it.
Okay. So over the last 3 days, I've watched 3 different movies, which have varying levels of goodness. So the first one I watched was called I think it's called Palm Springs. I actually feel like I watched it before and I spoke about it on the podcast, but it's pretty much like a time loop thing with Andy Samberg and the mum from How I Met Your Mother.
Mm.
And, I think you have spoken about this before.
Yeah. So it's like a time loop thing, like a romance kind of time loop thing where they're stuck in a time loop.
They're destined to
do they know that they're stuck in a time loop?
Yeah, they know. I mean, he starts off and he's already in the time loop, and then she joins him in it.
Ooh.
And then, and then obviously there's the conflicts of whatnot, and then they come back and then they escape it at the end, and then they're happy together afterwards in a relationship, doing up life. The second one I watched is called The Voyeurs.
Oh wow!
Now this was the premise is kind of crazy, but it was like interesting crazy. Where it's like this couple moves into an apartment, and across from them, they can see into the apartment across from them.
Yeah.
And then they just kind of start stalking the people in the apartment across from them. And like it goes off the rails. It goes like fully off the rails.
Yeah.
In the last third of the movie, it just goes crazy. And like the way it pans out, I would love to talk about it, but I don't want to do like spoilers and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds a bit mad. Just by the name of it, sounds a bit mad.
Yeah. I literally saw it a time ago because I saw when it came on Amazon because it's on Amazon Prime. And I was like, this sounds interesting. Let me watch the trailer. I watched the trailer. I was like, this looks interesting. And then, I was just watching it. I just decided to watch it on Wednesday or whatever. And I was like, yeah, this is all right. And then yesterday, I watched... what did I watch? I can't remember now. 1 second. I've also been watching two Spider-Man cartoons. The Ultimate Spider-Man and...
Spectacular Spider-Man.
I've seen that one all the way through, and that one it's a wild one.
Okay, so not
I love the Ultimate Spider-Man. That was my favorite.
Yeah, Ultimate Spider-Man is really good. Like that's probably the best one.
That was my favorite.
And then I'm watching also the one that's just called Spider-Man, started in 2017. It's like the actual Marvel one that's currently running. And this one is, I like it for some parts, but I do not like Peter at all. Like he's so annoying. I don't follow his logic when he does things. It doesn't make sense. He's like, he usually doesn't balance his life being Spider-Man and Peter Parker, but in this one he just does it just poorly, just terribly. And it's so annoying.
He's a Ute.
I know, but I don't know, man. He needs to figure it out.
You'll get there. He's a Ute.
I know, he gets there. And then what I was looking to see what movie I watched.
Quick one on Spider-Man's.
Yeah.
Toby, Andrew,
Tom.
Rank 'em.
Tom, Toby, Andrew.
Bez. I'm Tom. No, I'm Toby, Tom, Andrew.
I think I'm Toby, Tom, Andrew as well.
Have you not rewatched the Toby ones?
I watched the first one recently again.
Same.
But I watched the other
I
two.
haven't watched his ones in time, but that's not the point. It's about how I feel inside about it. Even if it's nostalgia, I don't care.
Okay. Makes sense.
Toby is a G.
I like Tom.
Tom is wavy.
Good.
Tom is good. Definitely wavy.
Tom is very Spider-Man.
Yeah.
But Toby just Toby.
Yeah. That's exactly how it is. Yeah. But yeah, go ahead, Cam.
And then the last movie I watched yesterday is called The Wedding Year. It's got
You're romancing.
I know.
I just put on a movie. It's not even a thing. It's not even a thing, bro. It's not even a thing like that. I just have these movies in my watch list on Prime, and I just put them on while I was cooking because I was like, I have nothing else to do, so let me just watch a movie real quick.
Gee,
does
man's
that
booed
have to-
up. He's cooking. He's romantical
Cooking
movies.
for myself, man. What's wrong with you?
Nah, you know the ones where you're cooking for babes and like, halfway through he's like,
You're gonna
just taste this.
just tell lies.
give this a little
Just tell
taste.
bare lies on the podcast.
Nah, man's keeping it
For
low.
babes.
Hey, bro, if you want to keep
Cooking
it low
for
key,
babes, man.
if you want to keep it low key, I hear it.
Yeah, and this one, it's got the Chris Rock Donny in it. Not Chris Rock. Everybody Hates Chris on.
Oh,
The
the guy that plays Chris.
Yeah.
Okay.
I haven't seen him in anything else.
yeah.
I've seen him in like he's in Walking Dead for a bit. That's all I've ever seen him in.
Yeah, I've not seen him in anything else either. But yeah, he's in that. It's literally just about a couple who go to a lot of weddings because like they get together.
They just love.
No. They get together
love,
and then
love.
bare of their friends
Get
and
married.
their family are just getting married. So it's just about them going to the weddings, and obviously they break up for a piece and then they get back together and then
Standard romance movie.
standard romance movie. Yeah. It's easy to write, man. Easy to write. And it's also got the oldest daughter from Modern Family.
Haley.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
She's not one I haven't seen in anything else other than One Family.
So it's them two doing up romance. And I started watching Killer Kill as well. The first episode I watched it. So
Have you not seen that before?
I watched it. I started watching it when it was on Netflix, but I never finished it. And then obviously it went off Netflix, and then now it's on Prime, so I'm gonna watch it there.
That's the one with giant scissors, right? Killer Kill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't realize it was only 24 episodes though, because
I thought it was less.
yeah, and I thought it was more. I honestly thought it was. I remember when I went to first watch it, I thought it was loads of episods, but obviously
People used to talk about it like it was a longer kind of
yeah,
show.
I was a little youth man them times, so I didn't know about anime that way. But yeah,
Fairs.
that's it.
Fairs, what you telling them?
What am I telling them? So I've been watching. I watched a couple movies as well. I watched Venom 2, which was decent. It was actually quite good. I enjoyed it. I watched this film called Escape Room, which is like a bit of a Squid Game sort of movie.
Yeah, it sounds it.
It's like so basically
Is that the one where they're obviously trying to escape from a thing? Is there like a scene where they're like in like an ice room kind of thing?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So there's two of them now. So I watched the second one as well. So the first one is a couple games they have to get through, game to death basically. Get through that, win the game. Second, then they wanted to put them into another game sort of thing with other. So their second one was like of champions. So it's people who won the other rooms all get put into the same game. So it's quite a good little series. They got a third one probably coming as well with the way they ended the second one. So yeah, it was pretty good.
Bad.
Aren't they supposed to be like put on by the Saw guy?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
Because I think they showed who put it on and it wasn't a guy.
It wasn't Jigsaw.
It wasn't Jigsaw, nah.
Okay.
It
cool,
was
cool.
yeah, it was weird. It was a bit of a weird twist. I won't say what happened, but it was a woman who it was a guy, but then it was a woman, so it was a bit of a twist at the end. And then I've been watching Modern Family still, so that's coming off Netflix on the 31st of December.
Trying to get through it.
Yeah, so I'm on season 5 now. There's only 9 seasons on Netflix, so I'll finish that in time. And I've been watching Homeland as well still, which is the first like 3 seasons were really good, and season 4 and 5 is a bit like I'm just trying to get through it now. And I started watching the new Dexter as well. You got that new Dexter. It's alright. It takes a bit of watching. Like so, I think there's like 5 or 6 episodes now. First one I watched and I was like, I can leave it, and then I kind of was like, let me just see
Keep
it.
going, yeah.
Then I watched like 2, 3, 4 back to back. I was like, okay, it's getting better now.
Dexter or you?
You.
Really?
Oh, that's a tough one. I said it very quickly. That's a tough one. You know? I feel like because Dexter was longer, it had more time to fall off. Whereas you is very short and it's just
it's
been
on point
good
right now.
Yeah, Dexter was really good for the first few seasons though. That's a good one though.
It was mad. Yeah. That's something I've been thinking about. I feel like because I didn't finish Dexter.
Yeah,
because I hated his sister. I wanted to punch her in the face so much.
Deborah Morgan.
She
was so annoying.
She's top 1 worst TV show character I've ever seen.
I remember you saying that she's ruined the actress for you. The character's ruined the actress.
Yeah, like if I see her, I'm just so horrible. I don't want to I literally if I was in the cinema and the actress came on, I'm leaving.
She was in White Chicks as well, wasn't she?
She was, but luckily I saw
before Dexter. Yeah,
yeah. Christ. But no, Dexter was really good.
She's in the new season as well.
Yeah.
Not much. She's not in
The
it.
main
She's
character,
like a Mirage sort of. She's in his head sort of thing. So she's not in it fully, but she's in it a bit.
But yeah, like I'm like, yeah, they're very, very obviously they're very similar. But yeah, they're both really good. They're really good.
So who would you rather have come after you? Who do you think you can get away from, Dexter or Joe?
Who do I think I can
Joe.
get away from?
Yeah, I'd say Joe.
Joe's just a normal dude.
Yeah. Dexter's normal. He's a blood spat analyst.
Dexter, Joe gives me accidental kill, or I'm a murderer, but like I feel like I could beat Joe up.
Yeah.
Put it that way. I feel like I wouldn't have the opportunity to beat Dexter up.
He just get you.
Yeah. Like,
But you never know, man. Joe's he's skilled with the rock, man. He'll walk up behind you and knock you out.
Yeah, he's just jogging and he just comes out.
No, but look at spoilers a bit, but look at the season where he was having the fight with my man, and then my man was like, "You don't have the you don't have it in you," and then he did have it in him, obviously. But that fight was a back and forth, like even kind of thing.
He had him at the top of the thing before you left him like you're a bitch sort of thing. Then he pushed him over the thing.
Exactly, he had him up.
Yeah,
and I feel like I would have him up and then run away. Like, if I knew it was someone that would
catch
murder
your card,
me.
though.
Nah, but yeah, we'll see.
Yeah. So yeah, I've been watching. I watched that season 2, or the new season of Dexter. And then that's about it watching wise. I've been playing NBA again just because I haven't really got anything to play now. I completed Far Cry. So
jeez, already you've already freed up
the village.
I
I can't remember what the place is called either.
You killed Anton? You killed Anton?
Spoilers.
All right, sorry.
I don't know if I killed him or maybe he killed himself. Maybe someone killed him. Like, but I ain't gonna say nothing. But yeah, I've completed that. So I've been between FIFA and between NBA. I finally started the create your team in FIFA. So I got my team.
Were you starting from the bottom?
Yeah, started from the bottom now.
What star did you go for team wise?
1 star is what I think.
Okay.
And I just did like all youngest sort of thing.
Yeah, because they've got time to grow.
They're all like 26, 27 and stuff like that. You know, the youngest team. Like there's a couple youngsters, yeah, but then a lot of them like 27, 26, around that age. Like my goalkeeper's like 30.
Goalkeepers always end up old because what they do is they take averages as well. So like they do position averages. So it'll be a young goalkeeper for the league.
Yeah.
So I guess in League 2, all the goalkeepers are old.
Probably like 40. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah.
Did you not see the trailer for the New Horizon?
No, not yet.
What trailer are you talking about? I saw a
just
trailer.
came out yesterday.
No, I haven't seen that one. I saw
a lot of trailers came out yesterday.
Yeah, because of the Game Awards.
Yeah. Before you try the new Matrix thing yet? They've got this Matrix Unreal demo gameplay engine thing. So I think they're making a Matrix game, and they basically put out a demo for it where they've shown the engine they're using, and it's basically an open world where you're like one of the characters and you just walk around. There's nothing like no combat. There's a bit of a combat scene where you're like shooting from a car. Yeah. But it's all very like it targets the thing for you, and you just have to move the stick and press through.
I haven't done that, but I mean, I need to check that out. But I'm just thinking about the Matrix games back in the day. Those were so cold. Yeah. Like I feel like, do you know what? Yeah. I feel like games back in the day were so gassed. The games now, some of them are good, obviously. Like God of War was banging.
They're good in a different way.
Horizon was banging. Yeah. And I'm just like, yo, just do that, but new graphics. Yeah. Like, so like GTA, San Andreas and all that, or the 3 that they've remastered. Mm-hmm. I'm like, okay, remastering is good, but remaking is better because it'll be even better. So like Ratchet and Clank, when they remade that, they changed a lot. And I wasn't a fan because they changed like they kind of changed the story of it. Like I mean, no one cares about spoilers for Ratchet and Clank. In the original, Ratchet and Clank didn't really get on when they first met. They were just like, Ratchet was always sarcastic, Clank was always talking down to Ratchet. Like they had beef, and then they grew to like each other. In this remake, they're just buddies from the jump.
Yeah, from the go.
And I'm like, yo, I was like some of the funniest parts with them like sniping at each other, like in the original game. Yeah. And no, they're just cool or whatever. And then they had the clips from the movie and stuff, and I was like, I'm not here for this. Yeah. Like the gameplay and everything, and like the stages, the fact that they remade the stages but made them like just more, because obviously they could do more with it. Yeah. That was hard. Yeah. But like they messed with the soul of the game, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it's not the same game now. It's basically a new game, but with a similar. Yeah.
So I'm saying remake the game exactly how it was, but give it the new graphics, give it the new style detail. Every code.
That's the thing. If they did like old games like that, they could just do so much detail with them, because obviously now, like you look at the GTA, like let's say Vice City, the map's big for that time. But when you compare it to like Far Cry or like the new games like Assassin's Creed, the maps are just massive. So if they just made a small map, but
intricate.
Yeah, very intricate. That'd be sick.
Cold. But yeah, no, Horizon's a game I want to get. I need to get back. I need to go back to the original one
DLC.
to play the DLC.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's been my plan for time, is to go back to the original and play the DLC before the new one drops. So
when did it drop? Is it February or like
February? Yeah.
Yeah, so I need to think about doing that soon. Yeah, man. Evil. Yeah. What have I been watching? I've been watching like a lot of like documentary series recently. So I watched the Mafia one, which was about, I can't remember what it's called, something New York Fear City, which was like 3 or 4 episodes about the mafia and how the FBI caught them, lock them all up, and it was good. It was quite interesting. Like it was wild to hear like some of the stories about how New York was in them times and how like dominant the mafia was. Yeah, like because they were like, oh no, the Godfather, yeah. No, we were even bigger than that. It's like, oh damn, all right, fair enough. So that was one, and then I watched also the Age of Samurai, which is a docu series about basically how Japan was reunified in like the 1500s, I think it was, with like Nobunaga and Hideyoshi,
the man them,
and Masamune, them man there, yeah, one of them man.
Have you not seen Sengoku was it Basara Sengoku?
No,
they're all them men are in it as well.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's meant to be a historical thing.
Yeah, so all them men are in it, but Masamune and all them lot.
Yeah, but them man are all samurai.
Sword man them.
Yeah.
All them samurai brothers, and how they basically, I think the guy was Hideyoshi. Like Nobunaga was a bad boy, but then Hideyoshi was the one that he completed unifying Japan. Nobunaga kind of did the groundwork and then got dappied off. And Hideyoshi came through and did the maddest thing. And anytime I think of his name now, I just think of the guy from Back on the Test, who is meant to be a trap as well, which is funny.
It's a trap. It's a trap.
But yeah, that was kind of interesting. Like, it was really wild for me because it's not necessarily something I would ever have said I was interested in per se, Japanese history, but it was an interesting watch. And then right now...
does Masamune use like bare swords in real life, or is that just they take it out in anime?
He had just one eye.
Yeah.
Wasn't he like a swordsmith?
He had like 6 swords in anime.
So, from what I saw in that, he had one eye and he was a one-eye samurai, which is odd to begin with. I don't know how. So
Roronoa Zoro is
no, but what they were saying in the thing is that he likely wasn't very good.
Right, because he didn't want to.
Yeah. But he was a gangster because he gouged out his own eye because it was he had a problem with it. And in them times in Japan, having like a physical disability was frowned upon. So it was better to have just get rid of the eye, have an eye patch, and be like, oh, I got wounded in battle or something, than to have a physical disability. Okay. So he did that to himself. But he was a samurai, so he might have been sick.
He had 6 swords. 6, apparently, in the thing.
I don't know. Yeah. I don't know. They didn't mention anything about that, but it's very possible that he did. I mean, I doubt he was fighting with 6 swords at one time, but he probably had 6 swords. He probably owned 6 swords.
Okay.
He was very wealthy, so probably.
What? There was another Masamune who was a blacksmith, but this was in the 1200s. So this was before this guy.
Before, yeah. Okay, fair enough. And then the one that's gassing me right now is I'm watching Formula 1 Drive to Survive. That I don't know if either of you seen that, but I would recommend it. I don't care one iota about Formula 1, but this show is gassing me. Like, it's so wild. Like, it's just the editing, really. Like, and the way that they're telling the narrative stories of like the drivers and teams or whatever, and how important this race is and how important that race is. And then obviously because it's real life as well, like things don't always go to plan. So they'll like set up something for someone to be like triumphant, and then he just loses the race because it's real life and it just doesn't work like that. But no, it's actually really, really sick. Like, it's really, really sick. And like, And I'm like, how can this? And I'm watching it. I'm like, how can this be happening? And then obviously it's like real people. Though. I'm like, how can this be happening? How can you be saying this about whatever? And it's like, yeah, it's gassed. It's gassed. I definitely recommend it to you lot. If you lot interested. Like, obviously you enjoyed The Last Dance, innit?
Yeah.
Because, like, yeah, you would enjoy this. Like, imagine The Last Dance, but it was real time. It's a bit like that. Okay. So like, whereas, but obviously it's not focused on just like MJ. It's focused on
the whole thing,
the whole of Formula One, like different races, different teams, whatever. But yeah,
did you watch Tiger King?
Mm-hmm.
What did you think of Tiger King?
Tiger King, I didn't watch the second season. The first season was interesting.
Okay. Because I didn't like Tiger King, but I love Save the Last Dance, and that's what made me watch Tiger King. Because I'm not a documentary fan.
Yeah, it's better than Tiger King. I think if you enjoyed The Last Dance, you would enjoy this, especially because you're like a sports guy as well. Tiger King is just random South and South. It's so hard to say. Like, I was about to say South Americans, but they're like
Southern Americans,
Southern USA
Donnies.
Yeah. But yeah, just random like people from the deep south with tigers and beefing. And it's ridiculous. But yeah, no, you like sports. You'll enjoy this.
I've been told to watch it before, and I think I added it to my list and just completely forgot about it or something.
This is literally what I did. So I've been told
about
about
I literally have it in my list as well.
I even tweeted about it a couple of days ago,
yeah.
where I've been told before about it by like just random people at work and just whatever in life. But then the other day, another friend of mine was talking to me about it, and because I think a new season's coming soon or something.
Okay.
And he was like, yeah, no, it's gas. It's so sick. And I was like, do you know what? Yeah, I've been hearing about it for time, and you're actually like a friend of mine. Like, you know, I don't really watch sports like that. So if you're telling me I will enjoy it, let me check it out. And then he was right.
Yeah,
he's spot on the money, mate. Spot on the money. So yeah, that's what I'm watching right now. Still watching like a bit of anime here and there. Not been playing many games because I've been busy trying to pack. Trying to pack. But yeah, that's me.
I forgot to say about Hawkeye. So obviously there's 4 episodes out now.
Yeah.
And one thing I want to say about it is some scenes feel like a video game. So you know, like in Spider-Man, where like you jump down from somewhere and like it plays like a little cutscene where like bear donnies just come out and you have to fight them now. There's so many scenes like that where like Hawkeye or the other girl that he's training just gets to an area and then
enemies arrive.
Yeah, just a bag of enemies come through. And there was like another scene where there's like a chase scene, and it literally reminded me of, I don't know like what game, but it's like where like there's a driver and you're like leaning out the window shooting at the people that are chasing you. There was literally a scene like that.
Might have been like Godfather, you think of.
There's bear games like that.
Yeah.
No, but I know, I'm thinking about what he has played is probably Godfather.
Yeah.
Like
and I was like, there's like so many scenes, I'm just like, this just feels like it's just taken from a game. And it feels so weird. But yeah, it's not like bad.
I wonder if they might be doing it on purpose, like cultural referencing sort of thing.
Maybe, yeah. But yeah, it's definitely.
Or it's trying to be like comic books, because comic books do that as well.
True. But it's yeah, I'd say it's definitely better than thingy.
Falcon Rolling Shoulder.
Yeah, because that was hot garbage. But yeah, it's obviously not as good as Loki and WandaVision, but it's all right for what it is. A Hawkeye show.
Yeah, I don't think that's gonna be.
I'm giving it a miss.
Yeah, man.
Are you not watching the other? I swear there was
it.
like another animated thing that's happening.
Hit Monkey.
Yeah,
I haven't seen it. It's on HBO, so.
Oh, is that where it is? But it's Marvel, right?
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay, well, never mind. Let's get out of here, man. Anything else you don't want to say? Nah, we gave him an hour and 45 minutes. Breezy. That's quite long still. But
you remember we first started, they were saying be the hour. That's still 45 minutes over.
Absolutely.
I just want to say everyone should watch The Voyeurs, this crazy movie. You'll hate yourself for watching it, but it's a great movie to watch.
And everyone should stream B2W Riddim on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Apple Music. Yeah, run that up. Yeah. Anything you want to tell the people?
Everyone should
donate £5 to my Cash App.
Subscribe to my OnlyFans. Spez 123.
Whoa. Yeah, nah. Let's play the new NSG track.
We made it. I thought you were gonna play it.
Still might not, you know. Still time to not play it. No, joking. Yeah, let's play the new NSG. Cam is gonna be shaking his head.
He's ready to take his headphones off.
Wow, these are meant to be songs we're endorsing people as well. That's the joke.
You don't endorse it. I'm
nah,
good.
this is we have varied tastes here. So some of the songs are endorsed by me, some are endorsed by Cam, some are endorsed by Bez. This is definitely a Bez endorsement. But yeah,
NSG.
shout out NSG. Track entitled Suzanna. Big up all the women named Suzanna. But yeah, for like another 2 weeks we're out of here. In fact, no, before we get into the song, make sure you follow us on Twitter at 5 Letters Podcast, on Instagram at 5 Letters Podcast, on YouTube just search 5 Letters Podcast. And we're basically everywhere. 5 Letters Podcast. That's the number 5 word letters podcast. Exactly. But yeah, let's get into Suzanna. Peace.
Bye.
Every time you come my way, pretty and intelligent. Me not care what them say. Queen of me resident. Baby, oh ya born that J. And me no give a damn. I dey with my London babe. Let me say, oh Suzanna, eh. Oh Suzanna, I wanna spend on my rubber. Oh Suzanna, eh. Oh Suzanna, I'm my lover.
I'ma buy you a drink, I be thinking I'm deep in. Fell in love with a stripper on a weekday. Rose F, baby, so I call him Weezy.